Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show. This is where we answer all of your questions about puppyhood. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Sparky from the Puppy Academy.
If you have a puppy question you need help with, join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Instagram or TikTok at the Puppy Academy.
This is where we tackle your toughest training challenges and guide new puppy parents on how to make puppyhood easy.
If you're ready for more in-depth puppy help right now, check out our online school at thepuppyacademy.com to have us personally guide you through every step of puppyhood and in raising a happy, well-mannered pup.
We're excited you're here. And now, let's get to the show. All right, guys, welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show, episode 249. You got Bethany here and myself, Sparky. And
we don't
are
have
we
a
getting
puppy.
a doggy?
No, because the dog peed on me last time.
The only dog we could have
Georgie.
peed on us last time.
No, we're good. We're good. Okay.
The crowd, the people
Why
like
did I say anything?
The people
I
like.
shouldn't have said anything.
The people like. I told her last week. I said she learned bad habits from someone else that works here. She gave me a dog that peed on me. What are you doing?
I was eating up my mic with my shirt. My belly was eating the cord.
Okay.
All right, we got a couple questions sent in. If anyone has a follow-up question, if you guys mailed in your sent in your question, I'm old
We're
school, man. We
so
mail things
old.
in, snail mail.
We're so old.
If you've sent in a question and you guys want a response to it and we're reading it, please follow up with us in the chat. If you guys want to ask a question in the chat, Instagram, you guys literally, as I said it.
Instagram
I'm going to give it
went
1 second.
yeah.
Instagram, literally, as I was saying, you guys freeze all the time, and the platform has really kind of died a little bit. You literally froze. So, yeah, I'm going to... Oh, hey, Dule. Oh, it looks just like Dulce.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Face? Okay.
The face.
He
And the
didn't pee, though.
And the coloring.
He didn't pee.
Yeah.
We're happy about that.
Georgie.
But yeah, if you guys want to send us a follow-up question, we like the back and forth. So if we're answering your question on one of the chats, throw us a follow-up question. We like the conversation. All right, I think I repeated that 4 times.
Georgie is our puppy that, like, we get nervous puppies here. Puppies that don't want to play. Maybe they've had a bad experience, or they're just like that, genetically, and just haven't been exposed. We use Georgie to bring out their personality and to try to get them comfortable, because she plays, and she can play rough sometimes, but she comes across as really submissive and wiggly and easygoing. So she's a very, very playful pup. So think about that at home. When you're wondering about socialization for your own puppy, who you have them around is so important for their development. Just like, the saying goes is that we make up the 5 people that we're around the most. God help me. And so...
What does that mean?
What's done by you?
She meant Georgie.
Yes, I meant Georgie. So think about that when it comes to, who are your puppies going to spend time with when it comes to people, actually, too. But puppies. We'll stick with puppies. Stay away from the people.
I trained a dog a few years ago, and it was a friend's dog of mine. So I can be a little bit more honest with friends' dog and the owners than I can be with clients' dogs. And I remember driving to their house one day, getting ready to train their dog, and I see the dog playing with another dog, and they're literally dragging each other across the yard by each other's tails. And then one would let go, and the other one would drag that dog across. And I was like, I've never seen that before. They go, yeah, they taught it to each other. And I sat down my really great friend and said, now we have a real conversation. And I kind of told them the same exact thing, because the dog was starting to grab his wife's pant leg and pull at it because it was a herding dog.
Yeah.
They got rid of that dog friend. It sounds so mean. They stopped playing with that dog friend. They no longer wanted to be friends with them. And about 2 weeks later, the grabbing of the pant leg stopped, in combination with training and proper exercise. So it really does help. Who your dog socialize with does matter, because dogs mimic and imitate each other.
We got a question on Instagram. Do you want to read it?
Yes. Hello from the Netherlands. Trying to let my 11-week-old settle before bedtime. I'm assuming they're having trouble.
Okay. 11-week-old. Can you give us like a breed mix? That would be really great. The Netherlands. I don't remember. Okay, this it's like a bite sleeve. Georgie's like, yeah. It's like she's an IPO dog, guys. She's being trained for IPO. Look at
She is biting it harder too.
Oh boy. Sorry, Georgie. Being trained for,
There goes
for
hoo-ha on the screen.
IPO. Yes. Well, you know, it's
We usually have Georgie girls.
Oh, yeah.
First Georgie boy.
okay. Hey, knock it off. Thank you.
He's like, but you haven't loved me in 30
I
seconds.
know you need constant
We
entertainment.
have a super vocal.
Oh.
Just waiting on.
What was the breed?
Hasn't said yet.
Will you
Yes.
go ahead and put?
Oh, no, different one.
10-month-old
Different one.
cat.
Will you
Oh.
go ahead and put Georgie away? He's not going to last without chewing on me now.
You got a taste of the good stuff? The good form?
I don't know why I always call him a girl. I always do. I don't mean to.
That's because our last 5 Georgies have been girls.
Well, there you go. If Georgie's family's watching, I'm sorry.
I'm personally training a Georgie that's a boy, though. I've had, in my private, I have more boy Georgies. Facility, more girl Georgies.
Labradoodle. Okay. Netherlands. I don't know if you guys are even allowed to use crate. So, but I am curious if you guys are crate training, because there's one of those countries that was
yeah.
like, you can't use crate. Not that, you know,
No, that's our other person.
you could like, yeah, we can't use crate here.
Hey,
And then I'll
Dave,
tell
can
how
you
to
guys
crate.
use crate in your country? In
so-
Netherlands?
So whether you're crating or not, whatever it is, you're getting like the bewitching hour. This happens with kids too. And so, hey,
I know.
you have to help
I
me
know.
with this one.
I'm trying to read it.
You have to help me. Well,
my neck.
She'll do it.
Yes.
Great for sleeping.
Crate for sleeping. Okay, cool. So bewitching hour, totally normal. They kind of just get this burst of energy and just go a little nuts. So
Can we got to stop this.
I know, but I hate when it pauses like that. I hate that I just keep going. Let me tell you real quick. This pauses a lot. Instagram pauses on us a lot. So you can always catch the replay on
Or jump onto to
TikTok. But you can always watch the replay on YouTube within 48 hours. Okay. So anyway, what I would do is I wouldn't just let the dog go crazy if I know there's a certain time of night that this is happening, or right before bed. I've had to do this with puppies that are more driven. I do a play session. I don't do a training session. I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed. I'll be honest. But I'll do a play session. I have a step. I'll just sit on the step and do some tug and drop and tug and drop and
that
tug
drop
and drop.
is just as important as the tug,
Yeah.
because tugging builds drive, drop builds impulse control.
Yeah. And so sit down, throw it, sit down, throw it, put some ice in a bowl, let them chase it around.
They're on a leash the whole time for this.
Yes, you're just doing a few things, maybe a lick mat or a lick Kong or something like that, something that is going to settle them down, something that's going to calm them a little bit, not something that's going to amp them up too much. But that's the thing about fetch you do have to be careful with. You need to do it however long it takes to just take the edge off of your puppy, which should be like 8 to 10 minutes, honestly. If it's not taking the edge off of your puppy, you need to challenge them more obedience mixed in with drop. But anyway, that's honestly what I do for dogs like that. I've found that if I let them play with the other dog before bedtime, if I do other things that cause physical activity, yeah, they continue to escalate.
They load.
But a lot of times with fetch for an 11-week-old, I can, take their vibe and redirect it, and it'll help them in crate. And then get that crate away from your room. Like just get it out of there so you can sleep, and he can learn how to wind himself to sleep as long as he's not hurting himself. What would you say?
No, you covered everything. That was a very wide covering answer. I had 2 words for that whole thing.
This is cool. We'll try that tomorrow night. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, from Vito the Edon. Okay,
No, we have tons on here.
I know, but these got mailed in early. I haven't done a single. I'm doing one of these first because they mailed them in.
We prioritize.
Mail. Why do I keep saying mail? You guys messaged it in.
We tell people we prioritize.
I have a puppy potty question. The breeder is having the pups litter trained with a small litter box in the crate, and then one on the playpen. I know. And then one on the playpen, in the playpen. I'd rather just take the dog potty outside the potty. Should I leave the litter box in the crate for bedtime and just not have the one in the pen? In my opinion, if you guys want to do outdoor potty training, I would put the dog in the crate for a period of time, bring them out on leash, take them out to go potty. And if they don't go potty for me, I kind of go back to the crate, small crate, for a short period of time, and then I take them back out there again. If you start having any accidents with the crate, like potty accidents in the crate, see how much water you're giving. You could be giving a little too much. It's a half cup of water for every 30 pounds of body weight every 2 to 3 hours. So sometimes you have to gauge your water intake, but big thing for me is I rinse and repeat crate until I eventually have a routine of they know that when I take them out, that's potty time. I have them wait in the crate so they learn bladder control. As their need to potty increases, that's when I start. Give me a second. Oh, it's a mailing question. That's when I start kind of gauging and then taking them back out. If I get a normal whine that I always get, I'll kind of just ignore that. I get a higher pitch whine at like the 5-minute mark back in the crate. That's like, hey, I got to go and I'm going to go soon. Then I'll rush over there, pick them up, carry them outside, set them down, on leash still, go potty. Once I get my potty though, that's when I'm in the clear.
3 to 5 minutes outside only. And then back in crate, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
How old is it?
Really in puppy, I don't remember. Allie Michelle says, am I failing if my pup sleeps in bed with us? Failing miserably. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on the dog. He actually.
She's not kidding.
In his head, he's like, no, that's totally true.
Yeah,
no,
she's not kidding.
No, it depends. It depends.
It does.
On your lifestyle. If this is a dog that really is going to go everywhere with you and is really confident and you can leave and go to the grocery store and they just hang out in crate and they're fine, or a playpen, if they're a really relaxed, confident dog, you might not have any issues.
Well, the only reason she's here is for one of two reasons.
But,
either her friends have told her that she's doing everything
that is
wrong,
bad.
or you're having issues, which has led you here. So yes, it's probably wrong.
You never know, because it could be just someone being like, no, because you're supposed to dominate them, and that makes them think that they're equal hierarchy than you. It's the reason that it's so dangerous. That's a bit of a dramatic word, but we live in a world with dramatics because that's the people who come to us. So nipping and biting is worse. Potty training issues, separation anxiety, listening to you, building leverage. Dogs, puppies, when they go through adolescence, will start possession games. Like in their head, they'll start their own possession games. And if they sleep in the bed, we see that way more with those dogs guarding the bed, guarding pillows, guarding the couch, things like that. That's why it's like we want to set you up for success, where you're going to avoid a lot of these issues and you won't see them, because you can't ever go backwards, right? You can only ever go forwards. And so we want to prevent these issues from happening, but you might be one of the lucky ones and it'll be a piece of cake, but then your next dog is going to get you.
Oh, here's the problem though. If you think you're a lucky one, but you actually aren't a lucky one, you're not going to see the problems for another 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Like the bad stuff she just mentioned. You'll get some whining when you leave, and like maybe your neighbors tell you that your dog barked for 30 minutes after you left your whine the whole time. That's just the very start of it. It gets much worse as they get like more anxious. So yeah, I would definitely recommend crating overnight, or even putting a dog bed next to your bed, putting them on the dog bed, and like you could even do a leash on the harness. You just got to make sure they don't get it like wrapped around their head or anything. So you have to think of safety.
I have an almost 6-month-old male golden who's nervous with new people and dogs. How do I avoid him becoming reactive? Almost 7 months old.
Oh, that's a Bethany question.
Male golden. Who's this? Jackie. So there's lots of things you can do to try to prevent reactivity. It sounds like you've done your homework, because if you just filled out like a questionnaire and I see that, I'm like, yeah, your dog's going to be reactive in 3 months, even with you making your best efforts, potentially. And I'm only saying that to just take the weight off of you a little bit. Yeah, there's definitely some work that can be done to potentially prevent it. But even if you do everything right, the reactivity may still happen. That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully I finally said that properly.
Sometimes it's a personality trait.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's like you have anxious humans. No matter how much therapy we go to, we're still anxious.
Yeah.
We just find management techniques, coping techniques.
Coping techniques, right? But that is your job, like to teach that to your puppy. So 7 months old, I'm going to assume high food drive or play drive. And I want to make sure I'm balancing that drive that I'm building, that you should build, because that's where like the good endorphins live. But I'm balancing that with a lot of calm practice. I actually have Adobe right now that he has to have fun in order to learn. I feel like, and labs are often like that. If you kind of make things too serious, like they're a German Shepherd, they won't listen to you and they'll blow you off. And so you do want to make things fun, but like with this Dobie, we in the middle we do some downtime, and at the end we do some downtime. And then we go back to the house and we do even more downtime because I have to balance that with all of the fun. And so for you, I would say, please keep that in mind. I want you to think of like your day with your dog, like a house of windows. You've got, what's your dog doing to explore? They have to listen, of course, but they're free to explore. They're in break. That could be in the house, that could be in the yard, or that could be outside on a hike or on a walk. They have their work window, they have their play window, and then they have their calm window. Now, the whole thing about the calm window is you have to train it. That's what I was talking about with the Dobie. So you're training calm on command. We like to do this with Place. That's a really easy way to do it. Anyway, to get to the root of the issue, you have to do all those other things for this to work. You want to encourage curiosity, which means you really have to be confident managing your environment. So when people come over, I'm telling them exactly what to do, and they're going to wait outside, until I can calm my dog down, come in, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Dog is listening to me. They are free to, I release them to go say hi and build that curiosity without the fear of someone just bending down and petting them right away. Because then that just makes everything backtrack severely. It's like you finally get your dog to go up to someone coming into your home confidently, sniffing them. They reach down, pet the dog, and the dog is like, oh, I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust people. And so you just want to make sure that happens really slowly. What's much more useful for dogs is that they're worked with or played with. And so certain guests, just keep your dog in crate. But the ones that are willing to do it, you go take a walk together. The person does some training with food. The person throws a ball around. And that's how you build it with people. And with dogs, I think you said dogs too. You got to just find good, calm dogs, or don't worry about it and just work on building confidence with the environment.
Yeah. That was an intricate answer.
I could have went more, and I was like, let's see.
No, you're going full circle in most of these answers. I'm getting 1 or 2 words in for them.
All right. So let's do, I think it's like coming off of last week. I felt like, it's like, man, I got to do all of it.
I feel like I have a day off.
It had been a while. There you go. You do.
I'm kicking back. I'm relaxing. I'm like, let me throw a couple words in just so I don't feel useless. We're good.
Charlie, it's fine if my puppy is crate trained, but I don't use it a lot. Right?
What?
I think they want to know that it's okay that their puppy's crate trained, but they don't use it a lot.
What kind of dog do you have? If he's a really balanced, easy dog who sleeps a lot and like hangs out on his dog bed and doesn't charge the front door barking and going crazy, then yeah, you're fine. If you have jumping, if you have any nipping, you have any chewing, you have lunging the door to greet people coming in excitedly, then no. Nope.
I love this question. Place training is starting to fall apart at 7-8 months old. Help! Is it due to adolescence?
Yes! You're getting conflict. You're getting stubbornness. He finally is fighting you back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look into something gives you like a little bit of head control, like a slip lead or something. And I would still use it in conjunction with your harness if that's what he's already used to, or even flat collar if that's what he's used to. What the slip lead does is it gives you a little bit of leverage and like kind of gets you over the hump. As Bethany likes to say, gets you over the hump to get him onto Place. So you guide him with food towards Place. You have your leash with that's on the harness, adding your tension. When he puts on the brake, that's when I switch to the slip lead on top of the harness, and I kind of do like a motivating pressure where I'm also walking towards it. You just got to get him on it a couple times, prevent him from jumping off quickly so you prevent flight. And then once he starts kind of giving in and settling down, go back to giving food. But I'm not doing a lot of food work if I'm getting a lot of conflict, because I don't want to reward the conflict. I want to get over the hump and then start rewarding. I have also found that some dogs do better if you work on it, you get them as close as they're willing to go to it for about 5 minutes, and then you go somewhere else. You do something completely different that's fun and more motivating, like recall training with sit that your dog's already really good at, and then 5 minutes later you go back to that original room and you try to do Place again. Sometimes you just got to switch it up to get them over the hump. Do you want to add?
Yeah, I would say you also need more proofing, like really intentional proofing. And so it's not just, oh, he randomly is getting up and not listening to me anymore. It's like, no, you're ready and you're setting up the scenario to be like, no block, no leash pop, no whatever your backup is to teach your no. For some dogs, I know for some of you, you just don't believe these dogs exist. But for some of you, it's just no, it's just a firmness and an energy change. And they'll immediately be like, oh, okay.
They got to see the serious mom and dad.
Yeah. And then be really clear with your break or your let's go, your release. Like really make sure they understand when they're supposed to stay on place and they have to wait for their release. So you have to do proofing. You have to drop treats, throw a toy, knock on the door, open the back door, walk around, play around, dance around. You got to do stuff.
So she's talking about when I mentioned the flight, you got to make sure you can step back without him just running off. That's how you proof flight.
Yep. And you're holding the leash, and if you need to, you got a back tie on the dog as well. 9-month-old female Bernedoodle, Laura, Mini Bernedoodle, barks excessively, especially if people are talking. To me, this sounds like this behavior's kind of accidentally been allowed. I didn't mean to, but it might have started with something little, like grumbling at you to do something, to let them outside, to pet them. You start talking with a friend and they just want attention and you're like, what are you doing? And no, don't do that. And it's just not clear intention. And for me, even though the puppy's 9 months old, I wouldn't want you to just go at it directly. I would want you to kind of do something else. So what I mean by that is, does your dog have a good down? Does your dog have a good sit? And if they do, and someone walks by and they pop out of their sit, no. Like you have a valuable no, and you enforce the sit. You reinforce the sit. You want to make sure that your no is valuable in other ways that's not just directly related to the barking. And then when the barking happens and you do your no, there's some context there for the dog. You've got that relationship that's balanced with the dog of boundaries and things like that. But yeah, you got to go after it. You got to set the expectation for them. You set the scenario, like, let's not laugh too loud. Let's keep our voices even. So it's a little bit of a bark. We can address it, put the dog back in place, have the dog wait their turn, talk another few minutes, invite the dog into our space, give them pets, put them back in place. Now we'll talk boisterously and laugh. And then so you're setting it up. Just like if a trainer came to your home and set up the session, you need to set sessions up for your dog to teach them the expectation. So it's not coming out of left field when it happens organically on the street or something.
I've been trying to work out the question this whole time. Is it reactive barking or alert barking for when people are talking loud? Am I close?
I was assuming barking.
No, I don't know the question. What's the question? No, I'm trying to guess the question. I was trying to work it out from your answer.
I think it's just attention-seeking barking when people are talking, like they want to be in the middle. But this,
like demand barking.
Yes, but this leads to serious things.
Yeah,
it can.
Going off of what you said earlier, I would be making sure that I'm checking at least that I've done a good amount of work with my dog mentally. I'm not talking like a 30-minute exercise walk outside. That is helpful, getting some enrichment, but I'm doing patterning with my dog because what I want is something that they can default and fall back on. So if I'm hanging out with my puppy by my feet, they're not getting attention. I've done patterning, like place pattern, place, sit, down, come, place, sit, down. So you're just going back and forth. When my dog starts whining or demand barking at me, I can pick up the leash, give a little no tug, place, stand up, walk towards it, and they default to it. I also think a lot of the demand barking is them wanting something from you, but just not knowing how to ask for it. So obviously don't acknowledge demand barking, don't reward it. But if they're doing it, they probably need additional training and some kind of mental stimulation to help them settle. Now, I personally go through a 3-strike rule. If I've already done my 30-minute walk, I've done 25 minutes of training, I've done 10 minutes of play or 5 minutes of play with the ball, and then I put them on place and I'm still getting that demand barking, I'm going to go through 3 strikes. Strike 1, firm, loud, verbal, no, unemotional. I don't get a good response from that and he continues barking. Stand up, say no, move in, do a little bit of spatial pressure and leash pressure. If he still can't back off or only settles for a short period of time, I don't think your issue is the demand barking. I think your issue is you have an overstimulated puppy who needs additional crate time or downtime. So
Taught down, like
yeah,
you intentionally teach.
You have to
calm.
teach them how to settle.
Yeah.
Even crate is being taught how to settle. Even place and doing a down and staying on place is being taught how to settle. So I think you're kind of maybe breaching into that territory. Remember, dogs get overstimulated just like children. When they hit a certain threshold, it doesn't matter how much you yell, train, play, work, do leash pressure, they're still gonna be crazy because they need a nap. So I think you might be closer to nap time without realizing it. Gauge it. 3-strike rule is easy. On your 3rd strike, do not say no. It's just calmly pick up your leash, walk into the crate, put them in calmly. If it's no, bad dog, house, now you have a negative association to house. It's neutral, calm. It's we've tried everything, nothing worked. Let's take you to house. You need a nap. Yeah. It's like a little kid.
I'd like to squeeze this one in before we wrap up since we were late. Sylvia asked this a little bit earlier. I missed it. It's just a really good one. And I think I have, okay. My 9-week-old golden retriever. First of all, she said, thank you for teaching us, which is very nice. Thank you. 9-week-old golden retriever likes to bite my kiddos. Please help. It's a 9-week-old golden. Now, this is my point in saying this. What are your kiddos doing? And this is different.
I like when Bethany answers these questions.
This is different with the age of the puppy, the age of the kids, and it's different trainer to trainer. There's going to be a trainer out there that's going to tell you to go get a pet corrector and just squirt the pet corrector when this happens and punish the puppy. It's 9 weeks old. So for me, knowing retrievers the way that we do,
a lot of them.
Anytime you pet their head, they go and they bite you. It's a very ingrained thing for them to do. And kiddos aren't amazing at, well, it depends on their age, but they're not amazing at knowing where to pet, how to pet. And so it's constant management by you. And so I would really look at the petting, like, because y'all might be causing it, to be honest. You stick with the body. And that's only if the dog is calm, mentally, physically fulfilled, and relaxed and wants the affection. As soon as
you pet is what you get.
Yeah. So as soon as they get overstimulated and they started nibbling on you, they don't want to be pet anymore. You've overstimulated them. Even if you did it calmly, for whatever reason, it's not working because there's too much commotion around with the kids, or it just could be so many reasons why. The other thing is, are you talking about when the kids are walking around and the puppy's just grabbing at their socks? Again, 9 weeks old. I would be focused on containment and then quality outwork, where I'm right there recalling the dog off the kiddos. And then the kiddos, if they don't like the being nipped by the puppy teeth, they're saying good and tossing a piece of food. The puppy can go get it. I recall them to me and work on the sit and the down and the place Well, yeah, you could do all those things, a 9-week-old. Sit down place, you could be doing all those things. So you do these little mini 5-minute sessions with a 9-week-old with the family and really make sure that the kids understand that you didn't get this dog to be a stuffed animal. I don't want to stereotype you. That advice is like a general advice that I give. It's so important for the kids to know, if you want to interact with this dog, you need to work with this dog too. As a family, feed this dog, take the dog out. My 3-year-old, ever since she was 2, helps me feed the dogs. And now she can let them out into the backyard and call them back in.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I've watched her 2-year-old do better with some dogs that wouldn't do well with me. It's kind of crazy.
She'll just like pull the leash. Like there's no hesitation.
And the dogs listen.
She'll say come and they don't come. She's just, and they're like, oh, okay. It's like kids are so good a lot of times because they don't have this thing in their brain of like, oh, I don't want to do too soft or too hard or I'm worried about like how they just do it. And so that matter of factness actually builds confidence in the puppies. But anyway, long story short, I don't think a lot, this was my point. Because I was been leading up to it because it sounds too harsh to just say. A 9-week-old puppy shouldn't be hanging out with the family with young children running around. You're asking way too much. You basically have an out-of-control toddler boy with sharp teeth with no diaper running around with your kiddos. Like, that's what you've added in.
And no diaper. That was vicious.
There's a lot of things that need to happen before you can have that scenario in your household. And so go ahead and teach your kid. You got a 4-year-old. Every night we lay on the ground and we work on handling with the puppy. Let's cradle him. Let's rub his tummy. You want to rub his tummy? There you go. All right, let's touch his foot. See if he's okay with that. Give him a treat. I mean, make it a lifestyle, teaching your kids and integrating your puppy. So don't get me wrong. There's tons of things you can do about biting. We actually have a masterclass on that you could go to our bio and click on that link. It is geared towards puppies about a month to 2 months older than yours, but you could go ahead and get a jump on it and take a look at that and see what you think. But you're just not there yet for us to give that type of advice, I don't think. Yeah, I love the kid questions. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Fun. A lot of people can relate to them.
Yep. All right, guys, are we good? We're good. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning into Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
We hope you found some advice that you can use to help make puppyhood a little easier.
Don't forget to join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time on Instagram or TikTok at The Puppy Academy.
This is where you can get a chance to ask your burning questions in real time. And if you want even more puppy guidance, visit our website at thepuppyacademy.com for info on joining our online puppy school.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving us a review.
These reviews let more people find us and supports us on our mission to help as many puppy parents as possible around the globe.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.